Welcome back. This is our Real Talk for Herndon United Methodist Church. Real Talk is a video weekly check-in series where we come to you from here at Herndon United Methodist Church. We talk about what's going on in the community, what's going on here at the church, some different opportunities, events. Maybe we talk about the sermon series. But this week, I'm really excited. I am joined by one of our music directors, and Shannon Wise. And Shannon is here to talk about a few things that are going on with the music department. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about something that they did last week, and so I'm not going to spoil. I'll let Shannon talk about that. And then we're going to talk about a concert coming up and maybe some other things. So Shannon, what did you guys do last week?
Well, last week, Scott, we had a really wonderful opportunity to bring our music outside of the church doors, which is something that we don't often do with music. Often music is kind of something that we practice and we share for members of the church within our church services or within concerts within our church. But Melissa actually had a really awesome idea to bring our music to the residents at Harbor House. And so last week we had a different kind of choir rehearsal moment. Instead of rehearsing with the Wesley Choir here at the church, we got to go to Harbor House and sing for the residents there. And it was the most powerful experience. I think we all came in thinking that it was going to be a certain way. We were going to come in and just sing our songs and maybe talk with the residents a little bit and leave. But it really ended up being probably one of the most powerful music ministry moments that I've had in my time of doing this. We performed our songs for the residents there that we're going to be singing for the concert next week, and we'll talk more about that later. But we also got a chance to sing some hymns with them. And one of the residents, when they were making requests for the hymns, she said, can we please dedicate our next hymn to our friend who actually passed away this afternoon? And several residents, said, yes, can we please sing a song in her memory? And so we chose Precious Lord, Take My Hand, and stood among the residents at Harbor House and sang Precious Lord, Take My Hand in harmony. Wow. And just to see the tears that they were able to shed, these people had not quite been able yet to process that loss together, and feeling that music flow from everybody's hearts to the other person's hearts and being in that special moment was just really, really powerful. And it really just made me think, like, this is what we're called to do with our music. We're called to not only share it for ourselves, but to reach out and share it with other people so that they can feel and express and feel the presence of God.
That is the Holy Spirit moving right there.
It really was, yeah.
It
really was.
Having been in various nursing home or rehabilitation care, providing worship services, I just realized how deep their spiritual values are, and for you guys to be able to go do that. I saw some of the pictures that Margaret shared. What an amazing opportunity to share ministry. So, all right, so you mentioned a concert, and obviously yes. Jonathan's mentioned it a couple of times, but tell us about this amazing concert coming this Saturday.
Right, so this Saturday is going to be the first spring mission concert that we're able to share in person here in 3 years. Wow. Back in 2020, we were planning on having a mission concert in May, and of course that got canceled with everything else. And we haven't been able to do that for a really long time. And so, at the beginning of this year, I thought, it would be really great to do a concert. And then we had this special piece of music that I was trying to figure out how and when can we share this. Back in 2020, we lost 2 of our really beloved choir members, Roger and Jan Engdahl. And their daughter, Martha, who is just a lovely person, she wanted to do something to honor their memory. And so she and I talked, this was probably in the fall of 2020, and we talked about the idea of commissioning an anthem for the choir in Roger and Jan's memory to be sung at some point by the choir. And so she gave me the thumbs up, the green light, and I reached out to a friend of mine, Mark Patterson, who is a really wonderful composer of church music anthems. He lives in Richmond, and he agreed to do the commissioned work for us. So Mark and I got to work together in talking about the theme of the piece. I got to share with him the strengths of our choir and the kind of music that they liked to sing. I also got to share the types of instrumentalists that we have here that help the choir with their gifts. And so he composed an anthem for choir and with piano accompaniment and bassoon and flute, specifically for the Wesley Choir. And it was completed in 2021. And as you know, we still were not able to do anything with it then. I mean, we were singing virtually as a choir, and I thought, I can't have them premiere this work in a time when we're not able to be in person. So it was just kind of a matter of waiting and kind of letting go of needing to know when that would happen and trying to be open to when the right time for that would be. And when things started looking better with COVID, and I started thinking about a spring concert, and I thought, okay, let's fashion a concert with a theme that is that hope and resurrection of being able to rise up from the really dark time that we have been in as people, as musicians, as performers, and celebrate the ability to share music together again, and let's have this special anthem be on the program. So the anthem is called Song of Assurance, and it's about being in the midst of darkness, and asking, you know, God, are you still there? You know, do you know my every thought and every prayer? And then realizing, you know, yes, God has been there with us through all of this, and God is celebrating with us because we are His, we are God's. And so it's just been a really great process working with the choir and designing the program for the concert. It's going to have, you know, several choral pieces, but also some solo pieces and some instrumental pieces. And then the next thought was, okay, well, what are we going to do with this? Like, it's great to have a concert just for us, for our church to celebrate being able to do music again, but is there a bigger picture that we can plug into? And is there a way that we can, through music, do something to evoke change in the world or put some positivity out into our community? And so I started doing some research of thinking about all of the ways that people have struggled during COVID, all of the ways that people are suffering with various grief and anxiety and just all that's going on internally for so many of us still. And I found an organization called NAMI that's been around forever, but I'd never heard of it before. But it's the National Alliance for Mental Illness, and they have branches all over the country. But I was able to connect with the youth representative from that organization in Northern Virginia, and she was really excited when I talked to her about this concert and said, you know, what if we used proceeds from this concert to benefit NAMI? And the greatest thing about NAMI is that it offers free resources, free mental health resources. So support groups. It's pretty much volunteer-led. It's people who have gone through struggles, who are feeling called to help other people in the journey. And they, of course, have resources for professionals as well. But it's really a bringing together of people and sharing in a common experience and supporting each other. And so they provide ways to do that in the community. And so that's what we're going to be doing with this concert. We're going to be raising funds for NAMI. And another beautiful thing that's going to happen, and I'm so excited about this, is Jan Engdahl was a really prolific artist. So she loved painting, and she, through her lifetime, did dozens and dozens of paintings. And Martha and Jan's family have brought over 100 pictures here to the church that they want people to be able to take with them when they leave the concert. So that's going to be a special part of that evening, is having the pictures displayed for people to see and for people to be able to take something that was a piece of Jan, something that she loved, and be able to bring it home with them. And then any contributions people want to give toward NAMI for those are going to be accepted as well. So I'm just super excited about it. It's been a beautiful coming together of a lot of people who cared about Roger and Jan, who care about mental health awareness. And I'm just incredibly grateful to the people who have volunteered to help make this happen.
I snuck a peek at some of the artwork this morning.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I'm so excited. I have to go over it.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
It's really amazing. What a testimony to, you know, a great couple, and really to NAMI is an organization I'm familiar with, and you know, their headquarters is in Arlington, Virginia, and they are really head and shoulders above other organizations because, like you said, they're a nonprofit in the truest sense, and they have a lot of volunteers. So I'm really excited about this. This will be 7 o'clock in Doe Fellowship Hall this Saturday. Please share it with your friends and neighbors. Put it on your Facebook. Share the church's Facebook. Get the news out there. It's such a great opportunity. I would be remiss if I didn't ask Shannon one more question just about the music program. We are learning that some people are starting to feel more comfortable coming out, with the pandemic, and obviously there's still some that are not. But there are people in our community that are maybe hearing about our church or seeing our church for the first time on these Real Talks. And so can you just kind of give maybe a quick overview of the different choirs that are available here? And I know that we're getting into the summer months and things are different, but just some of the choirs, maybe somebody hears something that they feel like they can get plugged into.
Sure. Yeah, so we basically, our philosophy of music ministry is that we want everybody to be able to connect with their musical gifts. So that looks like a lot of different things. Some people are able to commit to a weekly commitment, which is something like the Wesley Choir, that in the past has always been an adult choir, but one thing we're kind of doing is we're broadening our reach, and actually for the Rise Up Choir for this concert, we've invited members of the community and students from the high school to come and participate.
That's awesome.
So the vision for the Wesley Choir moving forward is that it can be a broader group to hopefully just be a home for anybody who loves to sing and who wants to share music both in worship at places like the Harbor House and concerts. But it's like a small group. I mean, it's people who love to sing together, but they also want to connect with each other and support each other. And that's a really beautiful thing. So that's an opportunity for adults and youth to plug in. We have we have children's music groups. So we have the Joyful Noise Choir that is a young age children's choir, and they have a lot of fun with Miss Margaret. We have a ukulele group that started off as a ukulele group for kids, but so many adults really enjoyed it that they said, hey, we want to learn how to play too. So now there's opportunities for adult ukulele players to do that.
Very cool.
We have a handbell ensemble that meets to share music and worship, and also they'll be ringing something for the concert. And just kind of a broad, open invitation for people who like to sing and for people who are instrumentalists to collaborate not only with each other to play in music and worship or special services or concerts, but also to be a part of our music team on Sunday mornings. So for those of you who've tuned into the services or come in person, you'll notice that a lot of times in worship we have vocalists, but we also have instrumentalists. Like we had Helen playing the violin this past Sunday. And so it's just a beautiful way of helping people to be in music ministry and to find a musical and spiritual outlet for the gifts that they've been given. And it's really an open invitation. I just invite anybody who feels called to share their music in that way to just reach out to me. Send me an email, send Melissa an email, and we'll really enjoy getting to know you and figuring out how we can provide you with a way to share your music.
One thing I will tell you about the directors of music here with Shannon and Melissa, passion. Deep passion for music, but also deep passion for being able to find the gifts that people have. And so we are so blessed to have an amazing music program here. I hope that you'll consider coming to the concert this coming Saturday at 7 o'clock again. We're going to have great music, but we'll also have artwork, and it goes to a really amazing cause. And I'm really excited to hear the song that you guys have picked for the Young Dolls, and I know that will be a really special moment for this community. So this is Real Talk for this week. I hope that you have enjoyed this. Our services on Sunday are at 10 a.m. and at 5 p.m. here in the sanctuary, and so please come on out, invite a friend. It's going to be great. Pastor Jonathan has a great message this week as we continue our sermon series on confirmation for everyone. And I am pretty much sure that we're going to have amazing music because we always have amazing music. So thank you all. Thank you, Shannon, so much.
Thank you, Scott. It was fun. It was fun being with you.
And proud mama. If you haven't seen Mama Mia, her son was in Mama Mia, and she also had some students that she teaches in that. It was amazing. And I hope you get a chance to see that. But anyway, we will look forward to seeing you guys next week, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend at here at Herndon United Methodist Church. Have a great week.